Hello everyone, welcome back to a very crisp wintry morning here at Beyleron. You join us in the Massey Ferguson at the minute, just trying to keep warm. It's quite cold outside. We've had a bit of snow and it's not too deep, but you can hear it squelching underfoot. Everything's crisp and white and looking very frosty. Now you'll also see that I left you in December and it's actually February now. I kind of skipped on a couple of months just really because whenever I came back on here, we're quite small at the minute and there wasn't an awful lot of anything happening. We have had a bit of progress. Our chickens have been doing some reproductions and we actually have a full coop now, but we also have our greenhouse over here. It's still ticking away nicely. We've got quite a bit of lettuce sitting around now. I'll say quite a bit, we've got some. I think actually February is a really good month for selling them, so we'll probably try and load some of this up, take that off to the market. Our eggs, I don't think are particularly a great time of year. Let's just have a look. Eggs, February, no, actually they're on the way down. Wheat we're keeping to feed the chickens. Honey, I think we've got a little bit of honey now in stock, but again, not much. It's not a great time of year for selling it. Next month's the peak, so I'll probably leave it off to March. That's going to be pretty much our priority. But having a little look around as well, just jump in, see if there's any good contracts. We've given the Mercedes back to the garage for now. We just weren't really getting any use out of it at the minute. Everything is dormant over winter and it's all been cultivating and ploughing contracts, so I wasn't taking on any of them. There's nothing particularly good there at the minute. So what I'll do first off, we will get that lettuce picked up and sold today, but as they haven't had any more water in the greenhouse for a few days now, let's go around, we'll top that up first, just make sure we don't run out of anything. It's probably good to ensure that everything keeps going. We'll top up the chickens as well. They haven't taken any more feed yet, but they're starting to get a little bit low. But a couple of easy months, so it's time to start working a bit. Hopefully this bit of frost and snow will clear either at the end of today or by March, and then we can start getting back into the field as well, because we need to get the fertilization done on that. Ooh, this could be interesting. Just trying to get pulled up out of here again, and we are struggling a lot for traction. Now, come on, don't be getting stuck in the snow. This could be a disaster. We're not getting anywhere at the minute. There we go. A bit of traction on the tarmac, or the concrete there. I'm not having a great time trying to keep the tractors out of the water. I seem to be losing them all over the place, both here and Beyleron. You see I've got a green spike here. That's where I'm going to take the lettuce to later. That seems to be making the best price across there. Can't remember what the place is called. We'll look it up and see what the name of it is. I do like how you can hear the actual snow crispy crunching underneath the wheels of the tyres now as well. They've definitely done a lot of improvements around the sound for FS22. So we'll just top this guy up, leave the rest of the water in the tanker, and it'll do again for another couple of months. It doesn't seem to be too sure on water, these greenhouses, but oh, actually it is. It's possibly going to take the whole thing. No, there we go, just onto the full tanker. So there we go, we'll pop you back there. And I'll probably do a bit of a feed top up for the chickens as well, because if I want to get rid of that lettuce I'll have to do a conversion on the trailer and take the cribs off it, so I may as well get these guys sorted first. Now they're not producing a lot of eggs at the minute. It'd be nice if they kind of sped up a little bit, but once the new chicks all kind of become hen laying eggs and start producing as well, it does mean an extra 9-10 hens that I'll have laying. So that's an extra 30, no, yeah, 30%? Yeah, an extra 30% productivity overall. Oh, I've completely missed the trigger. Need to stop talking and start looking at the screen. There we go. So they took virtually none of that. But still, that's not too bad. It means I've got plenty in storage for them. It should last me quite a while, that 3,000 litres of wheat. Yeah, wheat, not barley. Now, as soon as the ground starts to thaw out again as well, I really want to be looking at getting that grass cut. It's been on the final stage of growth now for quite a while. So hopefully as soon as the temperature gets back up, thaws out, and I can actually see where I'm going with that, I'll be able to get in. Whether I do for hay or silage, can't really afford a silage wrapper. Possibly if something... where am I going? I'm parking this thing up again. I don't want to be parking it up. I want to be going to the shop. I need to go to the garage and get the cribs off the side of this. Don't think there's any other way I have of customizing anything at the minute, so it is going to have to be a trip up to the shop. I have had a look on the map as well, and actually a couple of the fields behind us aren't that overly expensive to buy. You know, they're not cheap by any means, but they're still in the 50,000 pounds range, something like that. So the ones I've been looking at is really kind of these two down around here, 47, 48 and 49. So this one I think is the most expensive, 64,000. I mean that's quite a bit out of our price range at the minute. This is the cheapest one at 49,000, and field number 49 is in at 56. It's actually probably the smallest arable field out of it, but it's got a lot of land around it as well, and it looks like there's some trees there, so there is potential to do a bit of forestry work too, maybe get some money in that way. But field number 48 I'm quite interested in. If I can manage to raise the money to get that, another £18,000, I think that could be a good expansion possibility. At the minute, I think it has potatoes in it is the only problem. And I don't really fancy having to deal with potatoes right now. So that's a bit of a downer. Field number 49 has, is it wheat? Yeah, I think it's wheat in that, and then field number 47 is nothing at the minute. So none of them are exactly fantastic times to be buying them. Certainly not from me at the minute. The potatoes would be good, it would mean having to hire everything in. While we're here, we'll just do a quick repair on that as well. So this one, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can make this into a bale trailer. Just open-sided, and it should be free, yeah. So we'll do that quickly. So yeah, it's not a perfect time for any of those fields for us to be buying them. The potatoes, you can hire in the equipment. I think potatoes are probably, hopefully, still worth enough money that I would be able to make money on it. So yeah, that's definitely tickling my fancy. Where I'm going to generate £20,000 from is the trouble I'm having at the minute though. I've got these bits of lettuce to sell. I've sold off whatever crop I have. What I may have to do is get young Johnny back in, but rather than using our own equipment to do contracts, certainly at the minute, because the only things we have is cultivation and ploughing contracts. It's just really nobody needs any work done at the minute, and the only contracts that I can do is a couple of cultivation. My kit's not really that big. I can do spraying contracts. I'd be interested in maybe doing some mowing and baling, that type of thing, or some harvesting whenever it comes round. But yeah, for any contracts I might just borrow the equipment with the contract rather than using my own stuff. It means I make less money, but you know, less money is still better than making no money. So definitely something I'm looking at. I'll get him working away in the background. We can also do some of that contract work ourselves as well and save ourselves a couple of bills on wages, especially at the minute whenever there just is really little if anything to do anywhere on the farm. It is just that time of year, I'm afraid. But we'll get these loaded up if I don't end up tipping them out of all the boxes first. There we go. They are light enough to lift by hand, so that's something at least. Don't have to actually go and get the front loader on and mess about with the forks at the minute. It's spawning some new ones, so we must have quite a few in here. Might need to make a bit more space on the trailer, maybe haven't stacked these up very well. I don't think I have anything else really I can take for sale at the minute. I've got a few eggs, but nothing really worth anything. It's only a few litres, I believe, so I'll leave them for now, and it's not a great time for selling them anyway. So where are we checking this to? Sorry, that's the wrong screen. I'm looking for this one. So lettuces, February, good time for selling, and they're on the up at Johnson's Farmer Market, but the best place is Red Marble Bowling Restaurant at the minute. So, there we go, that's up where we did the feeling contract not that long ago, so it's not too far away. So, let's jump back into Massey, we'll spin this around, get these strapped down, and see how much money we can get for these lettuce. Into the bowling alley we go. I don't know how much money we'll get for this. I can't remember what the price was now, but oh, looks like we've got a little game here as well. Might jump out and have a play with that. So there we go, lettuces are all selling. And money's definitely going up. What did we get for that? Just over £6,000. That's not too bad. Considering we haven't had that greenhouse for too long, and that is the first things that we've sold out of it. I'm pretty happy with that. Just why we are here. We'll jump out and have a little bit of basketball 10-pin bowling is this. So how many skittles can I get? Oh, that wasn't a very good throw. 2, 3. There we go. I think that one just fell over out of sympathy. So how can I throw it a bit harder? Still not very good. That was... well, I got another 3. And the ball's stuck now behind it. There we are. If I just throw it from here. Go on. I'll fall over. Can I knock over them just by... yeah, there we go. This is better. Yeah, I win. I win. Enough of that. Back to the farm. I'm having a little look around my farmyard here just to see if there was any kind of a forestry type area anywhere. And really, I mean, that's the only tree I think that we have on our land, and I'm not cutting that one down. It's like a proper nice little tree. There's another one over there by the house, but yeah, I would rather leave things like that. I could always cut them down and just replant. Or I could, actually, what I could do, I'll have a little look. Because I don't think it's that expensive to actually plant some trees. Trees, there we go, landscaping. So I don't know even if I do plant these trees, if I can cut them down again. It does say no, a purely decorative object. So no, I don't think I would be able to cut them down if I did plant them. They look quite nice. Obviously I've got no leaves on it at the minute. So no, I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, I think at the minute then we are just in the case of being pretty dormant and waiting for springtime to come around. And I don't think, honestly, we have a lot more else to do today. It is midday in February, but our chickens are all happy. They're fed, watered, they're producing eggs. Our greenhouse is fully up to date and we've emptied out the pallets for it. So yeah, I think at the minute, maybe going back in again and putting our feet up. Although, well, the snow has melted now, it has cleared. I'm pretty sure I can't get into my grass field to do anything. That's, yeah, it still won't be showing as being ripe for cutting. But yep, I think for now, I'll turn the Massey off. Nip back inside, put our feet up for the day, and once March comes round, we'll get back into the fields. We do need to re-fertilise that other field, so I'll get up a little bit earlier tomorrow, see if a few more contracts come up, anything interesting happens in the shop. Are we going to have more snow on the ground? Yep, we are back to a frosty one. Cold and frosty morning in March. It always was the worst time advertised for the weather here. Ooh, our grass has turned though. It is now showing as ready to harvest. I wonder if we can harvest that in the frost. It doesn't really quite seem right. I would like to have at least cleared the frost off that a little bit. One quick look in the shop as well. Any good bargains? No, nothing really that we want. Oh dear, right. We may be skipping on into April. Until the farm grows, I just don't really think there's an awful lot for us to be doing at the minute. So I think we're going to go back to bed, put our feet up, and see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, okay, now we've had a bit of a thaw overnight, and we're definitely into the springtime now by the looks of this. We're getting a few wildflowers growing again. Crop does look like it's sprouted up a little bit more. Oh, and I've just had a worrisome thought. I wonder, will I be able to go in there with my tyres on my tractor? Yeah, that's something I hadn't considered. Let me give that a quick little test. See if my crop destruction is actually going to now start killing off parts of the canola, or if these tyres are considered crop friendly. No, they are not. Right, that's going to be a trip to the shop and a few pennies spilt on tyres as well. Eggs are still being produced, not exactly at any great rate, but they are still producing them. And their grass is ready to go, so I think that is going to have to be our priority job for now, is to get that mowed down. I have a mower here. It's not the world's biggest mower by any means, but it is my mower. Haven't used this yet at all. I was hoping to get some stuff done with it at the end of last year, but just basically never really had time. But it's nice to get a chance now to get into the field and get something done. Question will be, is this going to be done for silage or hay? I'll have a little bit of a think for that as I cut this. Now the next problem that I face is I actually have no way to row this at the minute or lift any of that. I was really hoping a baler, a windrow or something might pop up in the used dealership, but no, nothing's been there. And I'm wondering, do we have any contracts or anything for... Oh, we've got lots of fertilisation contracts coming in now, that's good. We can help out with things like that. Oh, £7,000 could really do with getting that contract. Now, I've had a bit of trouble before where I've accepted a contract and it's actually disappeared. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't do that, and it has. Okay, don't know why it's done that. Well, this is a big one. And to get a nice big crop sprayer to do it in as well. Okay, it's quite annoying that that fertilisation one has vanished. I could really have done with that money. Okay, so looking at this one, I'll go to this spraying contract and I'll try and see if I can borrow these items this time. These machines are waiting for you at the shop. Yep, okay, I know that. And it is showing as active, so yeah, so there's clearly some kind of a bug in the system at the minute around taking on those other contracts. I wonder if I accept this one. And then at least I'll have kind of something in the bag. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't seem to like me taking on that big contract for fertilising. So I've got one for fertilising, and I've also got another for spraying. So what I can do actually... Oh, it's feed 27, that's Johnny's feed. He's been there before and sprayed that before. We didn't do a very good job off it. I had to go and finish it off for him. So I was going to say I'll get him doing both of them, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one myself first, because we've got the Hardy as well, the Rubicon 9000. I mean, take a look at this. It's going to be a long time before I can afford anything like this. Yeah. So we're going for spraying contract for this. This is going to be herbicide. I know we've got a little bit down in our yard already, but it's not going to be enough for a field this size. So we are going to have to buy some more. So that comes in pallets of herbicide. We're not too far away from the shop where we are, so I'll take one pallet at the minute, 2,000 litres. And I shall put that straight into this. I don't know if this will be enough to do it. Hopefully it is. It'd be fantastic if it is. And then we can always leave the remainder off back at our farm again. That could be one that Johnny ends up doing for us once I go off and do 27 for him, because he did seem to have a bit of trouble with the kind of the shape of that field last time. But yeah, this is a big old machine. I'll definitely be starting the contract in this. I want to see how this all goes. Here we are. We've made it down safely. Oh, look at this. The axles changed width as well there, just as we go to unfold this. Field number 68. There's a big field of corn at the minute, just off to our right hand side. So it's, is that corn? It doesn't look like corn. Sunflowers, it's yellow sunflowers, of course. So what we'll do is we'll definitely have a go in this one. We'll start this off. I haven't driven anything this size before in FS22 yet, so I'm going to take the opportunity off it. I think that thing would actually do our field in one go. It would literally take me 10 seconds and all our herbicides and fertilizers would be done. Definite time saving. Not sure it would be the most cost effective way of doing ours at the minute though. I'll just do a little run across the top here, maybe down to the bottom, and then we'll hand it over to Johnny to finish. At least as well, you giving it to the helper, it wastes a lot less product as well. They're much more exact about it than what I would be, but they are a bit slower as well. So say somewhere around there to start again. Just get him in a nice line. Very good, this won't take long at all for this. Right, Johnny, jump you in. You're hired again. Off you go. And he's away. But in the meantime, we'll take advantage of our own equipment over here and get some fertilizing done in field number 27. Okay, so just pull off this dual carriageway here in the tractor and sprayer. Straight off the slip road off onto the grass. Not entirely sure if the cars around me would understand what's actually happening there. But back to this one again. I think the last time we did this, we actually ended up doing it in the dark. It was the one that I ended up doing the cotton harvest with as well. So this is quite a big sprayer that I do have, so it really shouldn't take me too long as well. See, we've managed to nab ourselves a couple of other little fertilizing contracts. In field number 5, it's showing us only 87% complete, but on the map I've definitely done it all. So it's gone up to 93. Anything else? What else have I missed on there? Yeah, I'll try getting these last couple of bits, but I could have sworn that I've already done them. And I don't want to waste a lot of fertilizer trying to find tight. Oh, there we go. Field 5 now finished as well. So it was purely just a very tight margin on that. And Johnny's still down there spraying that one yet. I'm a little bit worried about that because I was kind of hoping he should be finished that by now. So let's go across and see where he's at. Oh, he's stopped. Right. So why has he stopped down there? Where are we? There's the big cornfield at the bottom. And oh, he just has one run to do up again. Okay, I don't know why he stopped there. Has he? Oh, he's ran out of herbicide. That's why he stopped there. So unfortunately, 2,000 litres wasn't quite enough. Gonna have to go back to the shop again and get another can for him. I can't remember how much we have. If I'm driving past, do I have to drive past home? If I have to drive past home, I'll stop in there. Yeah, so I'll see how much we have. And it might be enough to get this done. And it'd be excellent if it does. It saves me having to spend quite a bit of money again on more herbicide. Back up into our own yard now. Just jump out. I think the herbicide was 50-50. I think it was the ones down by here. Herbicide, yes. Oh, I've actually got quite a bit. 1,700 litres. That'll definitely be enough to finish that field. That's good news. It does leave me short should I ever need more in the future, but I don't need any more herbicide at the minute. Get a little bit closer to that and get it filled up. And while that's happening, I'm going to go back into my contracts. There was another couple of these came up. I'm going to try and add both of these again. I do like the fertilising ones. They go through very quick. So field number 11, I'm going to accept that. Please don't disappear, let me do it. Yep, it's gone into the list. And field number 63, I'll do that one as well. So field 11 should be up and around where I am, I think, with the Massey. Oh, yep, so it's just across there and over there. I'm probably not going to have enough fertilizer to do all of that one by the looks of it. I'll just get him on his way, get him out onto the road. A few too many things parked in the yard probably for him to negotiate his way around. So he should be good from there. Yeah, that's looking a bit more promising this time. So back into the Massey, and I'm heading across to field number 11. I've got half a tank left. Could possibly squeeze this out of this. This would be fantastic if it does. Knowing my luck, in the way things have happened before, I've always had to go back for like an extra 5 litres. But yeah, if I can get this out of this 660 litres here, I'll be really quids in from doing these few contracts up there. And once this all gets paid off, yeah, I've spent quite a bit in herbicide and fertiliser, but I'm not massively far away. Oh, that's not the right field. I've preempted that one a little bit. I have to go across the river. Yeah, if this all comes in, I'm not going to be massively far off my target actually. Of 49,000 and being able to buy that field extension. The one with the potatoes in it. Does mean I then need to figure out how on earth I'm going to harvest any potatoes, but that's a problem for future Waldo. So I've just jumped into the sprayer here. I don't know what was going on, but Johnny was going around in circles, not doing much of a job at all. I'm just kind of using all my herbicide. So he'd managed to spray about 4,000 litres kind of in a circle, I think, in the wrong field or something. So that's taken a bit of a shine off this one, but at the end of the day it's going to be a big job and it's going to make us some good money here. So fingers crossed we still have enough. We're down to our last 6%, but there's not much of this field left. It should be ending up anywhere around here now. I'm going to jump into the map because I'm pretty sure we've done this bit. Ah, there we go. Spot on, what timing? Contract finished. Now I don't want to return this quite yet I want to go back via my own farm so I can dump out the rest of this herbicide. I don't want to be returning that back to the shop because it is my herbicide. No, it lied to us. We didn't have enough. How did I know that was going to happen? Right, it's going to be back down to the shop. Quick refill and then back up here. Let's get this one finished off and get that money in the bank. We're so close to our target of 49,000. We've made it back up again. Had to fill the tank up. Put us back on our target again for another few £1,000, but in fertiliser we always need fertiliser anyway, so it's not a particular waste, and we do need to obviously re-fertilise our own fields. The canola and the grass field will need another coat of fertilisation, so it's not going to be the biggest waste in the world, but it's an expense that I wish I didn't have to spend. We'll definitely have enough now to finish this contract, and the one which whenever I looked at the map is in the very opposite corner of the map as well. We're putting a lot of miles on the tractors today. We'll just finish off this little stripe down here. Hopefully it'll be a pretty decent size that I can manage to get into here. It's too much. There we go. There we go. I don't want to be wasting anything that I don't have to. Perfect. Apologies now if I do watch back this video again. I'll probably find there's a lot of jump cutting around the place, as it does seem to be an awful lot of my time today has been spent commuting up and down the map. It is one of those things, and unfortunately we have to do it if we want to make the money. But at least this time of year now, April, we'll start seeing quite a bit more field work in our own fields as well. And doing maybe another couple of odd contracts here and there for the local farmers. But yeah, I think if we can get ourselves set up now this year, get enough money, we'll look towards even potentially doing that potato harvest. It's definitely something exciting to look forward to. And just need to get that grass of our own now as well, figure out if we're going to do hay or silage for that. That'll probably be a question for the next episode. So I'm back into this situation again where I think I've finished the field, but it just doesn't seem to want to finish up that contract, field number 11. Well, you are fully fertilised. That looks pretty perfect to me. Contract showing 97%. Okay. Have I missed anything a little bit maybe along here? Maybe along the edges? Okay, so let's take a... Yeah, I suppose there is a tiny bit missed there. I'll just put the tiniest spray down here. It really is coming into its own now, this kind of short spray feature on this. The fact that I can turn off some of the nozzles. Because otherwise, yeah, that would have used a lot more fertiliser. So yeah, there's a fair little bit missed around the outsides of that, but again, that is going to be more money in the bank for us. And well, looking at that now, I think officially we actually have enough money to buy that other field. Wow, and another 2 fertilising contracts have come up. This is just crazy at the minute. Field number 1, which is up here as well. I mean, with them up here, it really would be a waste not to take that on. Field number 1 and 12, that's literally where I am on the map at the minute. It should be right beside me. Where is field number 12? Is it oh, it's way over there. Okay. It kind of splits the map everywhere. I've got contracts, finish that one, could potentially do that one, potentially do that one, and all the way down here I've got a small field to do as well, and I need to get back to my own farm and fertilise these fields. Right folks, I tell you what we'll do is we'll call it there for the day. This has certainly been a job of running around the farms. We'll come back again tomorrow, we'll continue on in the same in-game day, we'll finish off a few more fertilisation jobs. £48,000, we're so close to that target now for buying that field. I think it makes sense just to suck this up, get these jobs done, and then set ourselves up for the future. So thanks a lot for watching. I've been Waldo P. Barnstormer, this is Elmcreek. If you enjoy this, please do continue to watch. Give us a like, give us a share, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think of the series. You may also like my Beyleron as well. I'm doing a time lapse on there. Jump in those videos. Let the world know if you enjoy this. So do those normal YouTube things, like, share, subscribe, all that good kind of stuff. There's buttons down below. I will see you next time. Bye now.